Hello, how are you doing? Turn this on. My little book that I finished. Here we are. There's the chat. Turn this down. Skip, skip, skip. There we are. Hi, Tina. How are you doing? Good to see you. Beautiful day. Yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Let's try this one here, shall we? Good to see you. See how my water brush is doing here. Got a couple water brushes here. These two are small. This one is bigger. I don't know where the top of that one went, but anyways, I'm just heading upstairs to change my sheets. Sounds like fun. Tina. Tina. There's that. Okay. That's not very good. We will try something new. Let's see here. There we are. So what I wanted to do today was to show you guys what's happening with Neocolor 2s, which are water-soluble wax pastels. That's what these are. And they're very pigmented. They have a lot of beautiful colors in them. And that's what these are. These are water soluble color pastels. Wax pastels. There's those ones. I also have, that's these ones. I also have these Prima oil pastels, which are water-based as well. Put some of those in there. Then I have some of these, which are Lyra Aqua Color. And these are the same thing. They're water-based pigment. This is rose, violet, magenta. They're like watercolor crayons sort of thing. So these are basically all the same thing. These ones are my Prima ones. Put those all in here. Like that. So those are the Prima ones. And then these thin ones are the Neocolor 2s. And the thicker ones, like these, are the Lyra Aqua Colors. So I'm going to show you each of these and what they look like and how they work, and do a little swatching. And yeah, so I think we'll start with, let's start with the Prima. I'll start with the Prima. We'll do a blue. So it goes down like a watercolor, like a oil pastel. This one's an oil pastel, yeah. And the Neocolor 2 is considered a water-soluble wax pastel. They're the same thing, basically. And so this is the Prima. I'm going to write this down here. This is the Prima. This is the Neocolor. Is that the Neocolor? And this is the Aquarelle by Lyra. And this one is the Neocolor 2. All right. So let's check them out. We'll put some water to them and see how they turn into some beautiful water-based medium. Like that. Like that. And we have the Neocolor 2. See how that dissolves into beautiful pigmented water-based. And here we have the Aquarelle. They all do basically the same thing. Can use them for different reasons, different purposes. You can use them for painting. Like that. There we are. Basically, they're like watercolors in a crayon. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's look at some. Let's start with the Prima. Start with the Prima. Prima. And these are considered oil pastels. It says oil. Hold on a second. Maybe so I can read this one. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? Water. Trying to read one of these. This is ochre. Oil pastel. Something soft, water. Hold on, let me get my let me get my thing so I can see what it says. Oh my. I had it over there, I couldn't see it. See what this says. Soft water. Soluble. Oil pastel. Let me take a picture of this. See if I can see what this says. Your nurse's name is Shannon? I used to be a nurse. Yep. Okay, let me see the photo here. Yeah, it just says oil pastel, water soluble. So we're going to do some coloring. She's amazing. Awesome. I'm glad. So there's the green, the red. There's a brown. There's a skin tone. There's a pretty yellow. All different colors. See, I'm in a little bowl full of oil pastels that are Primas. There we go. Hi, Julie. How are you? We're just looking at some water-soluble watercolor crayons or oil pastels. There we go. You're having an operation, Teresa? we go. And there's the yellow. Okay. Now we're going to do the aquarelle, Lyra aquarelle. Lyra aquarelle. Same thing. These are watercolor crayons or watercolor pastels. Here's purple. Here's a green. A yellow. Seems I have more than one different kind here. Oh no, they're the same. They're both bigger, wider. There's a purple. Here's a blue. And let's see what we got here. There's an ochre. These are all the Lyra aquarelles. I have a bunch more, but see, here's another one. Orange. So we'll add some water to these ones. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Three cats love to help. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Oh, dear. There's the green. And the yellow. The blue. I find the aquarelle is the least pigmented. The Prima is very well pigmented, and so are the Neocolor chews. See? And we'll do the Neocolors too. These are the most pigmented. They're more expensive than the other ones. And they're very beautiful. See how bright and beautiful they are? Oh, here's an aquarelle. There's a dark blue. Portrait color pink. I remember trying to change sheets with cats. I remember very well, Tina. Different greens. There's a blue. There's an orange. Bigger and bigger, eh? There's a gray. We got a purple here. Lots of different colors in these ones. There you go. It's gray, black. Here's a black one for you. Here's a gray. Blue, green, dark green. Oh, I like this one here. There we go. We put all those in there. And there's that color. Put these ones away. There we go. There we go. So we're going to look at these, check these out, see how they not pretty. Neocolor 2s. There's a green, orange. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, we got 26 degrees today. No wonder I'm so hot. I'm in my shorts. Yellow. Try this yellow. I like this yellow. It's nice and bright. Isn't that pretty? 60 and raining again. We had rain last week. This week it's gonna be hot, I guess. Green. So pretty. And here's a whole bunch of different greens. There's that green. That green. Yes, highly pigmented. There's that green. There's the blue. These ones here I'm doing right now are the Neocolor 2s. These are the Neocolor 2s. We got the Primas here. We looked at the Prima ones, which are very highly pigmented. Then the Lyra Aquarels, which are a little less pigmented, more useful for like more watercolor kind of colors. And the Neocolor 2s are more bright. They're more pigmented. You see when you add the water, it just pops open. Look at that beautiful, beautiful blue color. Beautiful. There we go. I have yellow here. Gray. There we go. Yeah, the watercolor pencils are not the same as these. These are they're considered more, they're pastels. They're watercolor pastels. So they're not the same as watercolor crayons or pencil crayons or pencils are different. They're more mild than these ones for sure. Here's black. See, it's like highly pigmented these are. And you have your greens, your more of a, you know, for making trees and stuff like that. Yes, Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2s. There we go. So there's a sampling of the colors. As you see, they're very, very bright and very beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna take these aquarels and leave these ones here. I'm gonna use these ones to do some art with. I'm gonna put these ones in here. There we go. See here. Let's try some of this. We're going to use our fancy. Yeah, don't forget to hit your thumbs up when you come in. We're going to use our fancy glass palette again today. Do a little bit of coloring with this. Again, we're going to put some of the crayon on the palette. You can only doing this with the glass really makes a big difference. See the pigment in these? Look at the pigment in the coloring. Beautiful. Who is Pot Pie? That's Barbara. Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society. Thanks, Cav. Thanks, Barbara, for the finger. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Barbara. Put some more on here. Wake up, brain. It's all right, Julie. This coloring page was made by Jennifer Stay, who is Coloring Bliss on YouTube. This pigment is really beautiful. Really nice to color with or to watercolor paint with. It's different than watercolor, though. It's much more pigmented than watercolor is. Where's the... Is this the one I was using? Color is this? Cadmium. Never heard of them before? You've never heard of Neocolor 2s, Kathy? They used to be really popular 2015, 2016, but you should check them out, Kathy. For what you like to do, I think these would be a nice addition to your stash. I would highly recommend these. They're, I don't know what the cost of them is now. They're not a cheap product, but they're not a cheap product because they're a good product. You know what I mean? Because they're highly pigmented. And there. See how quick and easy that was compared to coloring with a pen? Yeah, they're better than scribble sticks. They're the Neocolor 2s are the top of the line. They're the out of all the ones I have, these ones are the best. Okay, let's try these little bubbles here. We're gonna color those little bubbles. I'm gonna put them in this nice green color, greenish blue. Hi, Mary King. How are you doing? I don't like this brush. I prefer this brush. All right, let's try this one. That's better. It's got a more of a small tip to this brush. It's easier to paint with. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I just started this new series called Mixed Media 101. And what I'm going to do is every Monday, I'm going to teach you about a new mixed media, either tool or either a tool or a a way of doing things. Like I'm gonna go over different kinds of paints, different kinds of like we last week. Last week I showed you the woodies, which are similar to this, except there's nothing better than the Neocolor 2s. They're the best. The woodies are pretty good too. And then I'm going to show you different pens and different different, all the different kinds of pens you have. You have the water-based pens, you have the alcohol markers, you have the paint pens, all the different things. And then I'll show you different kinds of texture paste and stamps and stencils and how to use powders, pigment powders, how to use embossing pastes, all different things. So every week on Monday, on my Mom Day Live, I'm going to go over one particular product or way of doing things. And then Friday will be my regular live where I just do whatever the heck I feel like doing. How's that sound? Mary, thank you for joining the group. Every Sunday at 1 p.m., for the people who are members, we have a Zoom group. So that's Sunday at 1 p.m. We all get together on the Zoom and everybody plays with their stuff. Okay, so that's good. However, what do I do with the things I don't use anywhere? I waste too much money. Sell them, honey. Sell them on the Facebook Marketplace. You like that idea, Barbara? Kids, that's what we're going to do. Every week, we're going to come with a new, I'm going to use this nice purple. Because, I've been doing this for 10 years now, so I have a little bit of knowledge. I have a little bit of knowledge and expertise that I could pass along. I thought that would be good. There we go. go. And if you know anybody who might be interested in this kind of thing, let them know. Let them know that we're starting a new thing here over on our Junkies. Nonprofit organization. We have a nonprofit organization here called Arts Junction, and they will accept your arts and crafts donations if people come on and take what they need. Oh, that's great. That's a great idea, Barbara. This is a really good product for coloring like this. Most products you couldn't do this with, but it's because they're so highly pigmented that you can do this. Where's my little pencil gone? Here it is. Yeah, these are by Karen Dash. And it takes a little bit of concentration. Stay in the lines a little bit. But this water brush I'm using here is pretty good. I got these water brushes from my the Grabby watercolor. Grabby watercolor. I like them. They're good. I'm all stocked up on art supplies again. I hadn't bought any significant stuff for quite a few years, so I had been buying yarn and stuff. So I stocked up on ink and sprays and coloring, water-based markers, and then some, got a small set of alcohol markers. Now was the time to do it, when I had a little bit of inheritance money before the prices of art supplies start going through the roof in the next couple of months. I stocked up on watercolor paper and all that kind of stuff. Paper for doing what do you call them when when you do your roller thing there, your gel printing. Stocked up on different papers for gel printing and for printing, regular printing. Some copy paper and all that. Zooms are on 1 p.m. on Sunday. 1 p.m. Eastern. And we usually go for 2-3 hours, depending on what's happening and how we're feeling and how many people are there and what people feel like doing, how I'm handling situation. Today I'm good. I'm feeling good today. My pain is good today. So now I bought all my art supplies. I'm no more buying art supplies anymore. I'm not allowed. Sarah's cut me off. Isn't that pretty? Like, look at that. Look at how quickly and how beautiful it is. You could put some sparkle on it later on if you wanted. Shannon, see Pot Pie's question above. Shannon, could you please repeat what day and time you will be offering the mixed media sessions? Yes. Every Monday at 7 p.m. will be Mixed Media 101, where I'll talk about all different products from 7 till 9, at least. 7 to 9. Friday will be my regular live, which is 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday. That's just going to be me doing whatever I'm doing for that day. Art journaling, coloring, doing art cards, doing cards for people, all the things I do. Will be on Friday at 7 p.m. And then if you're a member and you join the Zoom, it's that's Sunday at 1 p.m. It's raining there. Thank you, Barbara, for coming by. It's lovely to have you. Sometime one thing about these pencils, though, they might be a little costly, but you can buy them individually at certain art stores. Like probably if you got to Dick Blick or Artaraba, those places. Hi, Michael. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you, Michael. So, yeah, you can get these individual at different art stores. So if you want to just try them, you can go and buy a couple of your favorite colors, try them out, see if you like them, and then if you like them, you can get a set, or you can just buy individuals as you go. So that's always an option. I know myself, I bought a few of this color here. I have a few of these. I used to do a lot of painting of portraits and stuff, so I got, these are like skin tones. Rose at the time would be my cheek color, and this was my skin color, salmon. All right, there, that's fun. Next color. I love this new palette. This is the greatest thing ever. Just outside with the doggy. Oh, good for you, Michael. I really appreciate that. You know, my mom died with dementia. But that being said, she was pretty with it. Certain times, you know. So let's do the insides of these squares. And I'm gonna do them in this fun, wait a minute, I want a brighter yellow. I want a bright yellow. This one here. There we are. Do the Neocolors have a floral color sets? They come in flower color sets, you mean? I'm not sure. I know they come with different colored sets, different size sets. I would check art stores. Check Amazon. Wherever you usually buy your art supplies. Julie, are you in America? Where are you from, Julie? I'm really proud of you, Michael, how far you've come in your channel. I wanted to tell you that. Very proud of you. You've done a really good job. You've worked really hard and you've come a really long way. Australia, that's what I thought. So you could get these in Australia. Wherever you get your regular art supplies, I'm pretty sure they would have these available. Because these are... Karen Dash, so they're not American. They're European. Yeah, they're expensive here too. That's why I suggested if you wanted to try them out, you could just, you know, buy one or two at a time. They were very popular, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. Same with me, Michael. My first Mother's Day without my mom yesterday. All right. Okay. Let's try maybe um is this an orange? Well, here's a nice orange. Yes, they're an artist grade product. That's why they're expensive. Yeah, exactly. You just use your palette, your block. My blocks are so dirty though. I love this thing. You could check. I don't know. I don't know if they have the Prima ones around anymore. I have a feeling they're not around anymore. They used to be it used to be very popular, and then everybody came out with their own variety. The Prima ones are equally as good and not nearly the same price. I don't know if you might be able to find some. Maybe you could find some on eBay. You might be able to find some Neocolor 2s on eBay for a good price too. You wish you had leftovers in your fridge right now? Yeah. I ate leftovers last night and I was like, ew, that was gross. I was like, it's so much better the first time around. I made some homemade fettuccine alfredo. It was really good the first time. There. All right, let's try the next round up on here. Yellow. Let's do a nice green. The boss is home. Thank you, Shannon. Take care, everyone. Bye. Bye, Barbara. Have fun with the boss. Panda can't cook. He's fun, though. Panda's fun. I like Panda. He's a good guy. I consider him my friend. And you too, Michael, of course. You're the original. You were here at the very beginning. When your channel first started. Man, I'm just slugging away over here. Good Lord, Julie. When I film long projects a day or two prior, I make a few meals in a decent enough quality to have leftovers, so I don't have to worry about filming and dinner. Okay, that's good. Oh boy, Karen Dash Neocolor to Aquarel 40 set $239. What the hell? How many? 40 sets? Jesus. That's crazy. Oh my God. They're good, but they're not that good. I think there were, yeah, well, I think there were like 100 and something, like a couple years ago. Like, when I got mine, like it was before 8 years because, yeah, it was like 100 and some, maybe 125. That was like before my coma, so that's like 10 years ago. Yeah, I remember saving up for them. And at first I bought them, like I said, I bought them open stock. And I fell in love with them, and then I bought them. And I'm glad I did now. Like I said, art supplies never disappear. These will last me my whole life. I'm not going to be running out. And if I run out of a color that I particularly like, say I start using these every day of my life, and I run out, I can just go buy a single one. I'm glad I bought them at the time. That's craziness. Whew, that's expensive. Um, See if you can find the. I don't recommend the Lyra ones. See if you can find Prima ones. Prima oil pastel water solubles. Check those out. Because I remember them being super cheap at the time. I bet they're not selling them anymore. Because Prima, they sell something for a period of time and then they move on to the next exciting thing that's on the market at the time. I think I'll do the next square in turquoise. I think that would be nice. Save up for bills, not hobby things. I hear ya. I take my disability pension and I pay my bills, pay my rent, buy my food. Then I have a certain amount I'm allowed to spend on whatever I want. Yeah, you see how this tiny little bit of pigment, though, goes a long, long way. Yeah, Sarah doesn't come to the lives anymore. She's bored. She's tired from work. She likes to watch her shows. All right, there we go. Hello, Diane. How are you doing? They're in sets of 12 for around $26. Is that the oil pastels? Let's see here. They're like this, Prima oil pastels. Tired? What you been up to that's tiring you out so much, girlfriend? Those. I want light teal. I'm going to choose this one here. Prima. Only they're wrapped in white, not black. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I remember when I bought them, they were a lot cheaper than the other ones, and they're very good. They're highly pigmented, and they were water soluble. Need to get new glasses. It's written in my agenda. Call to make an appointment to get your eyes checked. I'm overdue. I need new glasses. I don't know why I put things like that off. Let me see what Diane's saying. Hospital trip with husband, then 6 hours the other way to dad's for the weekend. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's tiring. Quiet. When I'm painting or coloring, I get quiet. Monte Mart. Oh, no wonder you were tired. Oh, the Monte Marte ones are like, I don't know. Some of them, you see, some of them are just what do you call it? They're pastels, and others are watercolor pastels. So I don't know. You want to check before you check to make sure that they're water soluble. If you're looking to use them in that way, you know. Pastels are good in their own way. I used to do pastel art in my 20s. I used to make big art pieces with them by smudging them on in lines. Maybe what I'll do every week, I could make a poll and I could give you 3 options and you guys could choose what art supply you would like to do next. You know, if you want me to do watercolors or the what do you call it there? Gel printing. I like watching Panda playing his games. It's fun. The pastel pencils are good, especially the skin tone sets. Nice. I just bought a skin tone set of markers because my last one was Tostitos. I just got this set here from Faber-Castell. They're really good. They have a brush tip and a fine tip. You can see? And they're alcohol markers. So that's what I wanted, so I could use them for faces when I'm coloring. I like to do portraits too. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just buy what you can afford. Unless you're a professional and you're making good money selling your art. So I guess these didn't go down in price at all. They went up a lot. Well, you think about it, they're double the price, and it's been almost 10 years, so I said they were expensive at the time. Okay. All right. There. I think I'm going to do some pink. Got any nice vibrant pink in here? Oh, that's an aquarelle. Let's use this pink. It's not the pink I want, but yeah, more money teaching art than selling. Exactly. Usually, if you're a working artist, you got to do a bunch of things. You got to teach, you got to sell, you got to finagle, do the YouTube thing, teach in various classes, different places, online and off. Maybe sell some different digital stuff. Usually you have to do a whole bunch of stuff to earn a little bit of money. Same thing with crochet. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Sell some patterns, sell some things you've made. Do some internet tubing. All right, there's that. I wonder if I do that here. Yeah. Okay, there you go. It's water. Just water. The um the cards have gone out to Australia. So you two know, both of you. I sent them out on Tuesday. Last little bit of the pink here. There we are. Yeah, water in the brush. Barely any water in the brush. Water in the brush, water in the brush. Okay, let's do this here. What are we gonna do here? Yellow? Mellow, yellow, yellow. I like this yellow here. Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for some coming over and supporting me. I appreciate it. Hanging out with me, being my friend, enjoying your time here. Knowing you like a sister. Oh my goodness. I like this color yellow. It's pretty. Goes well with the orange too. Hope you guys had a good election over there in Australia. We had a good election in Canada. We're happy. Okay, a little bit more of this color here. All right, there we go. That's good. Takes a long time to do this stuff. Takes a long time. Okay, let's try this. There we go. It's hot. I have to turn the air conditioning on today or tomorrow. What's the weather like tomorrow, Tina? Same as today? So hot, so I should put my air conditioning on, is what you're saying, right? Okay, that's what I'll do. I've had the window open in the bedroom for the last week. It's been nice at nighttime. Cool. I'm asking Tina the weather because we live in the same city. We met each other here on YouTube. We found out we live in the same city, so we've hung out together before. We're overdue for a hangout, I think. Okay, there's that. This seat is pretty good. I bought a new seat for my butt because my butt's been so sore. It's been good, Tina. It's working out good. I like this piece too. It's very nice. Put this here. I want some orange for the flowers. Yes, we are. We're overdue for the visit. Monday or Saturday. Those are my days that I'm free. Free like the jaybird. Tell you, I got a busy schedule. I don't know how I ever used to work. Well, mind you, when I worked, all I did was work. Oh, no. Let's get some purple on here too, shall we? There. I think I want the light purple now, like a lavender. It's fall now, right, in Australia? Alrighty. Yep. Is autumn still? I love autumn. Autumn's my favorite. Okay. Let's try a little bit of this. I don't know what this is. Kind of an orangey red. A little more of a pinky. That's more of a pinky purple. Oh, that's pretty. That's nice. Let's do that more pink like that again. Pretty. I need more of that red. Where'd it go? Here it is. Between temperature is the best. Yes, it is. I agree. Here in Canada where we live, it's like cold and then rainy and then hot as heck. Like really hot. You think it doesn't get that hot in Canada? I'll tell you, it gets that hot in Canada. Gets that hot and it gets that cold. At least in where we live in Ottawa. Alrighty. There we go. Let's do some little red dots here. I like this kind of, you know, dilly-dallying like this. I'll have to finish this on another day. This is a 2-day project. Yep. Let's try this one. Sorry, I'm not such a chatty little girl. Try. I've never been much of a chatty one. More of a quiet individual. I'm chatty when it's one-on-one. I have a good conversationalist. But, that's pretty. No worries. Yeah, Tina's working on a beautiful shawl. Gorgeous piece of art. My daughter's the social one in the family. She's very social. I'm more independent to myself kind of person. I got a lot of friends, don't get me wrong, but I meet all my friends like one-on-one. Mostly they come over and hang out with me at my house for a couple hours. You have a little chit chat. With my arthritis, it's hard for me to get around. Okay, that's good. Getting there. I'm gonna finish up at I'm gonna finish up at 9. Let's try this over here. So nice. Fun products to play with. Definitely a fun product to play with. Okay, let's getting dark out. Yep, getting dark out. This is a really nice water brush. It's really allows me to get into the places and not go over the lines and all that sort of stuff. Allows me to paint well and enjoy it. It's good. It's a good brush, and the pigment is beautiful as well. There. Okay, that's pretty. I'll use this one again over here. I think what I'll do when I'm done all this is I'll come in with some pencils and some markers and, give it a little like 3D look to it so it's not just flat. It'll be prettier that way. That will take time though. This will take a few hours, this project. Yep. There. Okay, a little bit more in here. There, I think we're done here with this for today. I'm gonna put that there. Put this away. I'm going to leave this here. Tomorrow is what? Tuesday? Tuesday. Yeah, I could do some of this tomorrow. Would you guys like me to finish this up on a live pop-up tomorrow? Yeah, I could do that. Pretty. Yeah. All right. Good. That's what we'll do. I'll do it tomorrow afternoon, pop-up. Just the early afternoon. I'll do a little bit. And that'll be fun. It's fun. It's good. And it'll be nice when you put some, some accents on it, some shade and some light and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, it'll be good. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Diane. And Michael. Thank you, Michael, for being here. And Mary King, thank you for coming. Kathy Whitney, thank you for being here. Barbara Chickapapa, thank you, my friend. Julie Parker. Anybody else I missed? Mary King, thank you for joining the crew, Mary. Alrighty. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll come and we'll do some more of this stuff. Take care. Bye-bye.